Let me acknowledge the President, Professor Appiagyei Atua, Kojo Appiagyei Atua. And I'll come to you. But Prof, appreciate your time. Good morning. Thank you very much for joining us here on Key Point. You have also listened to at least the tape that was put out earlier this week. That recording of a conversation between the Attorney General and Richard Jakpa. Would you describe what you heard as mere allegations that have really no consequence, as the Deputy AG and by extension what Mr. Namako is saying this morning?
I don't think so. I think before the recording came out, things were hanging in the air somewhat because there wasn't much information to come to some conclusions. But with the release of the tape and the fact that it has not been denied that this is the voice of the AG, it helps to put some pieces together for us to come to some conclusions that something untoward has happened coming from the AG, and which therefore, as has been mentioned, it brings the name and the office of the Attorney General into disrepute.
I see. So something untoward has happened, but so it just goes beyond the normal politicking for you. And the content of the tape, from your legal perspective, raises some major concerns.
It raises concerns, certainly, and it doesn't seem to be something that is typically what an Attorney General should do. So it puts the name of the office in a very bad shape. And the image, the message it sends out is that the office is being corrupted. And therefore, it's a great source of worry and concern for the delivery of criminal justice in the country. Not only criminal justice, but justice delivery generally, because the Attorney General's office is a very high office that is supposed to ensure justice, the delivery of justice in the country. It connects with the General Legal Counsel, it connects with the Judicial Service, it connects with Legal Aid Commission, it connects with the delivery of law reforms and so on. So he occupies a very high position, and the delivery of justice is something that is recognized as a right in the Constitution for citizens of Ghana and even residents of Ghana. And so the information that is coming out from what the Attorney General said in the tape is worrying, because it violates the ethics of the profession, and it is clearly stated in the legal profession ethics that there are certain responsibilities placed on lawyers, whether acting as a counsel for the accused person, for a defendant, and as a prosecutor. You are not supposed to influence tampering of information. You are not supposed to advise a party in the suit to engage in perjury. And you are not supposed to suggest to another person to give evidence that will incriminate somebody, which is false witnessing to be able to find somebody guilty and to try to describe that as plea bargaining. No, it is not. So certainly the name of the Attorney General's office has been dragged in the mud, and it's something that should be of concern to all of us who are in the legal fraternity. And under a normal circumstance, the Ghana Bar Association should even have issued a statement. So this is something that should be taken very seriously, and it should not be left lying down. He's saying that the third accused should go and lie because the person hasn't reported that he's sick or hasn't indicated that he's sick. And it's interesting that the third accused was rather educating the Attorney General that, no, do you want me to do this? It will constitute, it may lead to the court issuing a bench warrant against me. So that tells you that what the Attorney General was suggesting was wrong. And if you are encouraging somebody to lie, that is, it constitutes, it could constitute perjury. And so it is something that the last person that it should come from would be the Attorney General, because there have been cases where the Attorney General has come to court where the party is not present, and they have contested the issuance of medical reports and so on to excuse the person from coming to court. So why do you want to do the same thing when it is to favor you? No, the law should, there's equality before the law, and the symbol of justice is a lady who is visually impaired or is blind and dispensing justice. So it means that justice doesn't look at who the person is or the character of the person, but it dispenses justice fairly to everybody that comes before it.
I say, you question the silence of the Ghana Bar Association at this point, with how things have played out. You expect that they should have spoken by now?
There's no Ghana Bar.
Hold on.
There's no Ghana Bar Association.
Professor Janko, the party.
It's of concern. The silence is very loud. The silence is very loud.
I say, what would you have expected them to at least have done by now, with how things have played out in this particular instance?
I think they should have made a statement condemning the practice or the act by the Attorney General, and should have also called for his resignation, or maybe even indicate that if that is not done, they are going to issue a petition before the General Legal Council. Because remember, the Attorney General also plays a big role in the General Legal Council, and he is officially the head of the Bar Association. So at every bar conference, he gives a statement. So all this put together indicates that if the Bar Association doesn't comment on this, indirectly, it may be interpreted as an endorsement of what the Attorney General has done, or an endorsement of what a leader, a prominent person in the legal fraternity has done. So it's of great concern.